Welcome back to Homeschooling Mama, where we talk about all the things that come up when you're homeschooling while you yourself are dealing with health issues, sickness, illness, disease. In life, we go through a lot of things without sickness and disease or health issues, right? So it doesn't matter. Obstacles come for everybody, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, or somewhere in between, whether you're fat, whether you're skinny, or somewhere in between, whether you're male, whether you're female. It doesn't matter whether you're married, whether you're single, no matter what the differences are between people. Every single person that is born into this world has some obstacles, some type of things that are going to come against them, and some hardships at some point in life. And so I tell you that to say that just because you're facing health issues does not mean that your life is going to be any harder than anybody else. You may have different challenges. You may have some hardships and some challenges that may be great for you. But it doesn't mean that you can't have a full life. Everybody has to go through something at some point in time. You just happen to be going through some health issues, or at least this is how I look at it, to help me to endure all these years with the things that I've had to go through. And so because I'm dealing with health issues, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to have a life. I'm not going to allow that to rob me of my future, to rob my children of their childhood, or my husband and I of our marriage. Everything that I had planned in life to do, I intend to do even while I'm going through. So homeschooling was something that we talked about the night my husband proposed to me. I let him know that when we had children, even though I was going to go get my education, when we had children, I was going to want to stay home and I was going to want to raise them myself and to homeschool. And that was part of the things that we had to discuss before I would say yes and we would go ahead and continue on and get married. So homeschooling was something that was always in my heart. So when I started facing health issues at a serious degree, you guys, and I've gone through a lot of things, and there were times when it was a real fight for my life, but just because I started going through health issues, I refused to allow that to stop me and my family from staying focused and doing the things that we had intended to do before health issues arised. And so be encouraged. Know that it's not always going to be easy homeschooling while you're dealing with health issues, but guess what? It's not always easy homeschooling without health issues, right? You would have challenges anyway. So face your challenge, deal with the things that you're going through, but know that you can homeschool and be successful at it and have a good time, and your children still can have a great childhood even though you're going through. A lot is going to depend on you, right? You think, oh my gosh, I got all these things in my body I have to deal with. But even though you're dealing with all of that, your mindset, your attitude that you bring forth to the table makes a big difference on your entire household. So if you're homeschooling and you're thinking in your mind how hard this is and this is so, stressful, and you got a bad and a negative attitude, it's going to go on, and you're going to admit that to your children, and they're going to come to the table with it, and it will be a serious struggle. There were times, you guys, where it was a real battle and fight for my life. When I say times, I mean I've gone through years and multiple seasons of that, where you get better and then you go back into it, right? But I had to bring a mindset that this was doable, this was capable, so that my children can want to go to school, can want to learn, can want to do the things that they needed to do, instead of having it a place of dread. I found that my attitude affected them greatly. So go to the table, bring forth a good, doable attitude as you can do it, but be encouraged and know, right, that you can do it, and that every season you go through will not be the same. And some seasons are long and some seasons are short. You may have up days, strong days, energetic days, and then you may have some days where it's not like that, and sometimes it could be days or weeks or months, or sometimes it could be years, but it is doable through all the ups and downs. So how do you do it? Be creative. Let your mind flow. Be creative. Do not look at other people's videos and think you have to tailor make your life towards that. You don't. That's their life. Don't look at, public schools and think you have to tailor make your school towards that. You don't. This is your homeschool. Tailor make it towards your family and what you're going through, and be flexible. Know that one season may not be like the next season for your homeschool. So it may be more structured in one season. In another season, it may not have the same type of a structure. That's okay. That's the beauty of homeschool. You have the flexibility. Keep your life as flexible as possible, because that's where your strength lies. So I hope that was helpful for you. Be encouraged. Know that if you're in a hard season, it's going to get better, especially if you're going through health issues with little bitties. I've been there. I understand that. But it will get better with time, and you'll have some good seasons ahead of you. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other and be encouraged. Until next week. Bye.